and gentlemen, please stand as we present the Everett H. White High School graduating class of 2020. The Pledge of Allegiance is being presented by Senior Class Sergeant at Arms Joshua Wilson. Directly after the Pledge of Allegiance, Band Director Stephanie Jones and proud and supportive parent Pierre Kendrick will play the National Anthem. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the playing of the National Anthem.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you to our band director, Stephanie Jones, and Mr. Pierre Kendrick for that riveting performance. Good morning. Good morning, honored guests, graduating seniors, parents, friends, and faculty. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 49th commencement exercise for Everett H. White High School. Thank you all for attending our graduation ceremony. Before we begin, I want to recognize everyone who has played a very significant role in preparing our seniors for this day. Thank you, parents, for your willingness to serve and participate in our school activities, all fundraising, volunteering, and active participation in your child's education. It is greatly appreciated by all of the faculty and staff. We have valued your input at all times. I also want to thank my dedicated faculty and staff. They volunteer countless hours over and above what is expected of them. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. At this time, I would like to ask my faculty and staff to please stand and please join us in applause to celebrate their role in this occasion. You are greatly appreciated. The faculty and staff and students at Everett H. White High School would also like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to all active duty service members and veterans. Please stand so that we can thank you for your service to our country. You are much appreciated. Senior Class President Logan Terrell would now introduce our platform guests.
Great Rising, family, faculty, and students. Platform and special guests, please rise as you are introduced, and please remain standing until everyone on your row has been introduced. Audience members, please hold your applause until all inductions are made. Our platform guests include Tracy Patisse, principal of Edward H. White High School; Wayne Green, chief of schools; the Honorable Charlotte D. Joyce, Duval County School Board Member, District 6; Joshua Oberes, Valedictorian; Lauren Quashi, Salutatorian Executive Board President; myself, Logan Terrell, Senior Class President. We would also like to acknowledge the following special guests: Scott Schneider, Regional Superintendent; Michelle Green, Specialist, High School and Alternative Region; Leon Mudgeon, Jr., Assistant Principal of Edward H. White High School; Abraham Rising, Assistant Principal of Edward H. White High School. Mr. Rising? I'm sorry. You said Mr. Robert not here? Joshua Wilson, Senior Class Sergeant at Arms. I will now present the history of the class of 2020 Senior Edition. Life imposes things on you that you can't control, but you still have the choice of how you're going to live through this. We are straight out of quarantine. First, I would like to thank Principal Batiste, Miss Torrance Bryant, Miss Howell, Miss Long, and any others who helped in this election of this year's president. Unfortunately, our inspirational leader, Antonio Grant, was deployed last Wednesday. He is off to do amazing things, and so will everyone else. He wanted me to share a quote with the senior class he thought would be beneficial to our new journey. Live life and enjoy where you are, because you will never know the value of the moment until it's a memory. Thank you, Antonio. You are a valuable and unforgettable member of this class. This journey in high school and on student government was not easy at all. Out of all my experience that I endured in my life, this experience was the most stressful and intimidating, but it was well worth it. Being your president molded me, challenged me, and allowed me to grow. Taking on such a huge position was thrilling in the happiest way. Being the face and the advocate for the senior class was even more exciting. You all helped me realize that I can't do everything by myself. I would like to thank my team for being amazing and helpful throughout the year. Not only did the trials and tribulations help shape me into the person I am today, it helped me grow into a strong leader that I was able to lead my fellow peers through a worldwide pandemic. I would have never thought I would be in that position with no guidance and no clue how to lead through such devastating circumstances. But I knew that giving up was not an option. Faith and hope had to be restored back into my classmates' hearts. Now ask yourself, how can you replace such valuable traditions? We can't, and I know that's devastating. Who would have thought that March 6th was our last normal day in our high school careers? From having freedom to now not being able to see one another, to attending virtual school, to having to wear masks everywhere, to not being able to attend events with friends and family is heartbreaking. More importantly, to be a graduating senior, the first class to experience the loss of grad bash, prom, and senior activities. We are the first class to not get a chance to have a traditional arena graduation ceremony. How can we share memories of having a senior prank, senior white breakfast, the fun of getting ready for prom, the unforgettable after party, the adventures at grad bash? We can't, and our hearts ache because of this. We thought we would have no closure, We worked so hard for 13 years. We dedicated every day to getting an education. But the virus did not stop us. When someone asks me what's the best thing about the senior class, I would say we forever legendary. Each one of us have our own unique story, which make us different, special, great, and unforgettable. We are amazing students, but most importantly, we are strong. We are so strong that we lifted one another up when we lost two of our very own commanders, Alasia and Raymond. They will forever be in our hearts and forever loved by the students and admin. Everything we do is for them. Remember, once a commander, always a commander. Fellow classmates, remember to be strong and determined. Everything we went through the past 4 years was preparing us for greatness. When you look back at this year, do not think about everything that was taken from us, but to remember everything we gained. We are the new and remarkable generation. We are going to surpass milestones and build legacies. Still we rise above all obstacles we face and above all failures, only to keep going until we fulfill our dreams. We are now at the end of the beginning of our own legacies. As senior class president, it was a pleasure to be a role model, a student, and of course, a commander. Thank you for being a part of class of 2020. Congratulations, seniors. It's our time to be great. Believe the hype, be the hype. Love you all. I would now like to call our salutatorian, Lauren Quashi, to the stage to deliver our salutatorian address.
In kindergarten, my teacher would have us repeat this little speech every day. And one thing that stood out to me was when she said, "I am somebody." She would roll her neck with it, and we would roll our neck right back, and we would repeat it. I didn't know at the time that she was teaching us that we have to remind ourselves that we are somebody. And when you roll your neck with it, it's stating that you have the potential to do what you set your mind to. And when I think about the class of 2020, I believe we have that mindset. Remember our freshman year when we were just starting out with uniforms. Our black shirts, khaki pants, and a belt on at all times. And we always had to keep our shirts tucked in. And to top it all off, it was just us. The upperclassmen would tease us about it from the first day of school. After a while, we kind of got used to it, but we still had to prove that no matter what we wore, we were still part of the school and we were going to show it. We got involved and fought to be included with everyone else. As the year went by, we proved to everyone we were somebody. And I could tell all of us still had that mentality. Time and time again, we will remind them not to doubt us or disregard us. We made differences in this school that will be forever remembered. We stepped up to the plate and showed how a real class does it. We didn't get our full year senior experience, but the moments we had will keep playing over and over. What these 4 years have shown us is that we strive to be successful no matter what happens. We strive to overcome obstacles no matter how hard it may be. Today is proof of that. We never knew if this graduation ceremony was even going to happen. When Miss Rona showed up and showed out, she took away some of the moments we've been waiting our whole lives to experience. However, we still get the opportunity to sit here today and say we walked across the stage, got our diplomas, and graduated. This year has been one unforgettable year. So, no matter what people may tell us, we are somebody. We are going to make our stamp on the world. We are the class that will never be forgotten. And we will show everyone the class of 2020 is a force to be reckoned with. At this time, I would like to call our very own Joshua Aberis to the stage to deliver our valedictorian address.
Thank you, Lauren. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, for everything he's done in my life. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for him. I would also like to thank our faculty and staff for all the encouragement they've shown us. And I'd like to thank our parents in the crowd for all of their support. Class of 2020, here we are, together, in a way. After 4 long years of putting on our uniforms, traveling to school early in the morning, and sitting down for a couple of hours, we finally arrived at this moment where we put on our caps and gowns, travel to school early in the morning, and sit down for a couple of hours. Huh. Same old, same old. Well, you know, there were a lot of things I liked about that school routine. Every day, I was able to joke with my friends in the hallway between classes. I was able to participate in clubs that I enjoyed. At lunch, I was able to eat that delicious chicken nuggets and biscuit combo. You know what I'm talking about. But now, all that is being left behind. As we graduate today and prepare for the next phase of life, we'll be moving on from these systems and structures we've been following ever since we were born. I don't know about you all, but that's a big change. An exciting change, but a big change. And it's not just our personal lives that will be changing. We've recently seen the world around us change in more ways than one, and it will continue to change whether we like it or not. All of this may seem daunting, but I think of all people, change shouldn't catch us off guard. And I say that because this class is the epitome of change. We were the original black shirts, the cadets of the Military Academy of Leadership. Back in 2016, someone had the idea to revamp our school. And as freshmen, we were the guinea pigs for the experiment. On top of being in a new school with new people, there were new systems and rules that a lot of us weren't familiar with. All this deterred some from attending the school entirely, but we stuck around. We took a chance. We learned the ropes. We persevered through blood, sweat, and tears. Tears mostly from trying to memorize the periodic table. And look where we ended up. Change is nothing new to us, and it's nothing we can't handle. Going back to the routine idea, there was one thing in my routine that always stuck out to me. Every morning, after I put on my uniform and traveled to school, my mom would drop me off at the front entrance, and before I got out of the car, she would always tell me, remember to always put your best foot forward. And that's a nice inspirational thing to say, put your best foot forward. Maybe it's a bit generic, but I never put much thought into what that really meant. I mean, why wouldn't I put my best foot forward? That's what I'm supposed to do. She would continue to tell me this every morning for the next few years. And if I'm being honest, it would usually go in one ear and go out the other. Sorry, Mom. But as I was writing this speech and trying to come up with a central message that everyone could take home, her words started to resonate in my mind. And after reflecting for a bit, this is what I think she meant by put your best foot forward. Sometimes in life, we may fail to put any feet forward. We want to remain stationary. We want to remain in our comfort zone. Sometimes we may even want to put our feet backwards in the opposite direction, away from the unknown. And I'm guilty of this myself. There have been many times during these high school years where I just wanted to hide from the world and not have to deal with stress, with worries, both school and non-school related. But as much as we want to stay in our comfort zone, it is ultimately best if we take that first step and embrace the change that comes our way. Henry Bergson once said, To exist is to change. To change is to mature. To mature is to go on creating oneself endlessly. Change is one of the only constants in the world, and it's up to us whether we want to back down or be mature and face it head on. And we have to make sure that it's a continuous process too. We need to be reminded from time to time. You could say we need to make it a routine. If we keep rolling with the punches and keep moving forward, that's how we start to become better people than the people we were yesterday. And if we keep that up, who knows how great we will become. Looking back, my mom gave me a really good piece of advice. Thanks, Mom. To my fellow classmates, my fellow commanders, we're entering a new world, different from anything we've ever experienced. So, let's be bold. Let's embrace this new chapter of our lives. Let's put our best foot forward. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2020. Seniors, please rise. Oh, Principal Batiste, please join me at the podium. And seniors, please rise. Principal Batiste, I am proud to present to you the Edward H. White High School Class of 2020.
Each student assembled here has completed all requirements as prescribed by the Duval County School Board and the state of Florida and is hereby entitled to receive a high school diploma. At this time, I would like to invite Wayne Green, Chief of Schools, to the podium.
Good morning. By the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the Duval County School Board, I pronounce upon those of you who have completed the necessary requirements, graduates of Duval County School System, and confer upon each of you all the rights and privileges pertain thereto. Class of 2020, congratulations.
Our diplomas will be awarded by the Honorable Charlotte D. Joyce, Duval County School Board Member, District 6, and Wayne Green, Chief of Schools. I will congratulate each of the graduates upon receiving their diplomas and leaving the stage. The names of each graduate will be announced by Teacher of the Year, Ucomfort Corbett, and senior class sponsor, Cassandra Howell. We will be calling names in rapid succession. Please be respectful and considerate of the entire senior class by allowing their names to be heard throughout the stadium. Let's enjoy this moment together, and once all of the names have been called, we will applaud together. We appreciate your cooperation. Marshals, please move the graduates into position.
Joshua V. Oberis. Lauren Winnie Kwashi. Logan Sky Terrell. Deborah Inez Brown.
Kentrell Levon Williams.
Jade Michonne Brown.
Shakira Williams.
Amani Bryson.
Tania Monet Turner.
Corinthian Imani Burrows.
Charles Wesley Small.
Tasir Asante Cooper.
Harmony Elizabeth Sears.
Ashanti Emma Daniels.
Ritz John Soroka.
Jada Lynette Dunbar.
Jennifer Hanada Martinez.
Logan Dykes.
Beatrice Milton.
Tabitha Amanda Edenfield.
Holly Nicole Matthews.
Deshaya Janae Ellis.
Ashanti Delara Lynch Bowden.
Mackenzie Janae Ellis.
Vivian New Quinn Lane.
Marcus Alano England.
Joshua Johnson.
Brianna Eileen Finley.
Shamare Jalea Jackson.
India Jabaria Hagans.
Diamond D. Hughes.
Christopher Jalen Harvey.
Kirsten Honesty Hubbard.
Tierra Anaya Hayes. Ashley Nicole Hodges.
Adrian Alexander.
Lauren Alexandra Young.
Selena Sierra Cassandra Anderson.
Marissa Haley Whitener.
Shadiria Deloney Nicole Bennett.
Aquarius Annette Whitby Foy.
Myron Jaden Billings.
Kyra Janae West.
Jaleel Burris.
Abigail Vinson.
Kiara Lee DeJesus.
Emmeline Marie Vasquez.
Eshalar Giselle Dupre Perez.
Christian Talea Smith.
Jordan Star Figueroa.
Sataria Monique Small.
Mike J. Francois.
Kendrell Marquand Runnels.
Nia Imani Goodson.
Genesis Janelle Ruiz.
Walasia Ashanti Ross.
Trey Tyrell Roberts.
Kalia Michelle James.
Tashay Tawana Rivera.
Alexandria Dion Johnson.
Elizabeth Deanne Pierce.
Liani Amaldra Johnson.
Brian Eduardo Peralta Mujia.
Dorian Pierre Henry.
Emmanuel Teddy Payne.
Katia Naima Kaiser.
Tanaya Janae McClendon.
Jamonte Devon Barrington.
Jasmine Imari Logan.
Markel Banks.
Kimbria Kaiser.
Lanaya Baldwin.
Sean Tiana Amari Nicole Caldwell.
Jahari Denard Baker.
Nicholas D. Cage.
Romeo Bacalor Gerald.
Jalila Micaiah Butler.
Lonnie Johnson Bacalor.
Joel Jacoby Burrows.
Austin Michael Backenstone.
Justin Hunter Birch.
Bacoby Deshaun Anderson.
Trinity Shine Buckner.
Danny Alvarado Colon.
Jeremy Brunson.
Kirsten Jordan Allen.
Jalen Michelle Brown.
Samaria Shahara Ali.
Kyla J. Brown.
Cambria Ayani Adams.
Gerald Burt Brown.
Brianna Kayla Adams.
Kaylee Nicole Brewer.
Justin Maurice Copney.
Titus Norvell Bradshaw.
Cornisha Cooks.
Rayshawn Curry Bones.
Sharday O.M. Collier.
LaCheryl Denise Baxley.
William Tyler Clark.
Gal Caden Bashout.
Wimby Love Claremont.
Jessica Abriana Edwards.
Kristen Kennedy Chapman.
Isabel Marie Dukes.
Yara Castillo.
Kiara Lanice Dixon.
Christian Mako Canales.
Gary Lee Denson.
Zariah Kennedy.
Damaris Deshawn Davis.
Quaylen Ahmad Grant.
Anaya Elise Davis.
Shakira Antonal Granger.
Samari Armand Daniels.
Shamar Junius Goodman.
Daron Lamar Daniels.
Muhammad Osama Godfrey.
Aaliyah Tracy Daly.
Janelle Leon Lawrence.
Alana Marie Croxton.
Alfredo Garcia.
Angelia Marie Hayes.
Deshaun Marquise Gallagher.
Jamaris Jawan Harley.
Navarin W. Lawson.
Jordan Hardaway.
Ian Michael Flores.
Austin Harden.
Brian Finley.
Alexander Miles Hamlet.
Dante Kevon Everhart.
Austin Dakota Haviland.
Michaela Dazzling Rose Elise.
Xavier Kamen Hall.
Rebecca Monet James.
Christopher Michael Hakes.
Dante Tavell James.
Timberly Lynn Haggett.
Avant Tariq James.
Jaden Anthony Hackley.
Demetrius Xavier Jackson.
Heaven Hackley.
Alexi Shania Jackson.
Amaya L. Grimes.
Brandon Den Hughes.
Jessica Kimbrough.
Darrell Houston.
Grant Michael Kelly.
J. Justin Allen.
Devin James Kelly.
Alexis Maria Hope.
Garfield Deshaun Kelly.
Janaya Ariel Holmes.
Quentin Xavier Johnson.
Samaya Amani Holiday.
Maya Lee Johnson.
Trayvon Marquis Hicks.
Kiala Tatiana Johnson.
Antonio Emmanuel Mason.
Bradley Michael Johnson.
Dermont Dwayne Martin.
Brian Jimenez.
Derek Anthony Mackey.
Alondra Lou Jimenez.
Ryan Maldonado.
Tatiana Nicole Jenkins.
Tamar Maitland.
Carissa Caitlin Jenkins.
Cheyenne Lewis.
Marcus Edward Jeffries.
Jaden Deontay Lip.
Paige Motley.
Patrick Lewis.
Roderick Belton Moss.
Ananda Sherelle Lewis.
Rodrigo Anastasio Morales.
Elizea Laurent.
Michael Jean Mixon.
Jose Annabelle Laura Quinte.
Tejon J. Mintz.
Angel May Harper Barr.
Lazaria D. Mills.
Anthony Robert Knowles.
Jalen Kieran Melvin.
Ashaya Perez.
Hayden Christopher Medeiros.
Sherika Renee Perry.
Marquise J. McDade.
Elijah Antoine Patterson.
Larry Leon McCurdy.
Jalen Trayvon Palmer.
Siobhan Aaliyah McLean.
Felix Gonzalez Ortiz.
Raymond Adante MacArthur.
Destiny Jeanette Ortega.
Daniel James Maza.
Cielo Ariana.
Henry Isaac Mathis.
Sotel Sabrina Owen.
Zakir Runte Robinson.
Dakota Naylor.
Autumn Sky Robinson.
Sean Murray.
Kevin A. Riviera.
Marquez Armand Murray.
Iris Rosa Riviera.
Keyshawn Maurice Murray.
Cameron James Reynolds.
Takira Stinson.
Andrea Nicole Reyes.
Amira Tashay Stigler.
Alfonso Eugene Respis.
Leon Donnell Square.
Camisa Armani Rankins.
Marcel Bernard Smith.
Thomas Gordon Rary.
Malik Rashid Simmons.
Joshua Devontae Wilson.
Calais Victoria Shoptaw.
Jayla Tierra Williams.
Tamika Lamar Shelman.
Elijah Williams.
Jordan Samuels.
Denise Lynette Williams.
Asia Samuel.
Deja N. Wilcox.
Gabriella Sherry Rutledge.
Rodney Maurice Warren.
Alex Ross.
Ramey David Warren.
Alejandra Jasmine Romero.
Nefertari Hanley Walby.
Damian Lamont Wise.
Deani Janae Barnador.
Shayla Wynn.
Destiny Alexis Turner.
Leilani Nicole Wilson.
Eric Trujillo. Adriana Toussaint. Stevie Tyrone Thompson. Robert Donovan Tate. Bryce Wilson. Rashawn D. Mathis. Tessa King. Tatiana C. Hooper. Nehemiah Carson. Shanar Lamar Tolliver. Jasmine Maya Wiggins.
At this time, we would like to honor our graduates who could not be here today because they are active duty military. As I call the name of each graduate, I invite their parent to the stage to receive their diploma in the place of their son or daughter. Quantasia Lamera O'Neill. Michael Anthony Sales. At this time, I would like to ask the mother of Alasia Cartana Poe to join me on the stage. In memory of Edward H. White High School's beloved senior class member, Alasia Cartana Poe, I would like to present you with her diploma, graduation cap, and tassel. Please know that Alasia's bright spirit will forever be remembered by her commander family. I would like to ask the parents of Raymond Carlos Hill to join me on the stage. In memory of Edward H. White High School's beloved senior class member, Raymond Carlos Hill, I would like to present you with his diploma, graduation tassel, graduation cap and tassel, and please know that Raymond will forever be remembered by his fellow players, coaches, and the entire Commander family. Thank you so much. Seniors, at this time, this is one for the history books. As Logan stated earlier, we are straight out of quarantine. Who would have thought in this era we would be quarantining, social distancing? What does that look like? It looks like what we have here. But you all have been equipped with all of the necessary tools needed to go out and conquer this great big world. As you move into adulthood, never forget your commander pride. You are persistent, resilient, innovative, dedicated, and eager to create the narrative for your life, and failure is not an option. Today, I am enormously proud of every one of you and thankful for the opportunity to serve as your principal. Well done, class of 2020. Go out, be great, and I wish you much success. Now, graduates, please stand. Turn your tassels from right to left to signify that you are officially graduates of Edward H. White High School. Remember, once a commander, Ed White forever. Come on, y'all, come on, line up, because y'all getting ready to go down.